Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming in. And then my title says Walk and Talk. And it is such a beautiful, beautiful day outside that I was hoping that I would be able to get a walk in. But I'm having some pain issues today. So when I go outside, I feel a little shaky. So I didn't want to go out by myself and take a chance of falling. So I just decided I would go live from my bedroom. Hey, Silly Goose, glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I just wanted to go on live for a few minutes just to give an update on what's going on. I have an appointment this week with my surgeon to go over the surgery that's coming up in November. Hopefully, he doesn't see a need to push it up before November. Well, we'll see. Just we'll see. But I was looking at the thanks, Silly Goose. I appreciate that. I was looking at the weather, and it looks like we have another storm brewing out in the Atlantic. It says that it is a tropical storm Taylor. That's funny. I don't know how we got to the T's already, but it's several days out from us. So we're just keeping an eye on it. So Silly Goose, I have spinal cord compression due to now I'm in South Carolina. Spinal cord compression due to I guess herniated discs, arthritis, degeneration, that kind of thing, that I attributed to chemo drugs that I was on back about 14 years ago that have caused my disc and my neck and back to deteriorate. And because of that, I have a lot of nerve damage on my left side. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. So the damage that's done to the nerves leaves me unable to type really well or lift things. Sometimes walking is difficult. Sometimes driving is very difficult. And this would be my third surgery. The first one they did last year, February of last year, that was three disc fusion. And because the bone are so deteriorated in my neck that it didn't really adhere to the bone, so they had to go back in and do it again in the back of my neck. And now the disc above and below that they fixed the first time or the second time is now deteriorating because it's added so much pressure. So now it's a third surgery that I'm having to do, and it's going to be from C3 to T1. So it's a very big surgery. And because of nerve damage, I just go from one end to the other. I don't know every day is a different day. I don't know if I can get out of bed that day, if I'm, going to be able to walk that day. I'm not paralyzed, but it's if I don't get it taken care of, I will be. So yeah. A lot of it is due to aging. A lot of people do to get. I mean, well, not a lot of it. I'm not going to say that because I've had it for years, and I'm only well, actually, Saturday is my birthday. I'll be 57. So, um, a lot of it is due to lifestyle, genetics, um, but I think the main cause of it is the drugs that I was given when I had cancer. So yeah, I'm about 2 hours from Hilton Head. I'm on the coast, right outside of Charleston. So yep. Usually we miss the major brunt of the storms, but we do get a lot of wind and rain. And when we do get those, it does flood here quite easily because we're under sea level, below sea level, um, and we just don't have the infrastructure to handle the flooding. Plus, all the creeks and rivers and everything, and the tides and all that. We do get a lot of flooding. Um, so yeah, appreciate y'all coming in. I see you coming in. I can't see who you are, but if you don't mind leaving me a comment, let me know you're here. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to come on. I wanted, like I said, I wanted to go out because it is such a beautiful day, and I'm right on the creek. I don't know if it's high tide or not, so I just wanted to go out and walk. Um, but was just feeling a little shaky, so I just didn't feel comfortable going out and walking by myself. Um, I do have a walker, but I guess my pride is getting in the way of me using my walker because I don't feel like I need to. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just the stigma that goes along with it. Um, but like I said, hopefully it'll get fixed and I can be on the mend, start healing. Um, excuse me. Let me get a little drink here. So what else is going on? I saw the headline. So like I'm right on the Charleston Harbor, and there's a billionaire um, from the UK that has docked his $100 million yacht in the harbor. Um, they haven't named him. Let's see if I can find it. Mega yacht owned by billionaires make a splash in the Charleston Harbor. It says it's a 226-foot Spectra owned by billionaire Rob Sands, Sands, landed in Charleston on the 26th after departing Nantucket, Massachusetts. Hi, Russell. Thanks for coming in. I don't know who. Anybody heard of this billionaire? Well, wait a minute. This is owned by billionaire Andrew Curry, Curri, a director of a chemical company. So there's two of them. Sorry, two of them. The 226-foot Spectra owned by billionaire Rob Sands, and a 217-foot long yacht Hampshire owned by billionaire Andrew Curry, director of a chemical company. Ineos, Ineos, was parked a few yards away after departing Rhode Island, Newport, Rhode Island. So I don't know either one of them, but whenever there is a big yacht like that, parked in the harbor, it always makes the news. Last month, no, it wasn't last month. It was over this in the spring, May or August, May or April or May. Sorry. Um, the yacht that J.K. Rowling's that wrote the Harry Potter books, she was parked out there. Her yacht was parked out there, or docked out there, I guess I should say, or not parked. Um, but yeah, it brings a lot of attention to the area, and it also brings a lot of revenue because people try to spot them when they think that there's a celebrity in the area. Thank you for those hearts. Another happening thing here is Darius Rucker is kind of our local hero here in Charleston. He is bringing a 3-day concert to the area, and the waterfront concert, and the proceeds from that is he is starting a scholarship in his mother's name, who used to be a nurse. So he's starting a nursing scholarship in his mother's name. And so yeah, Darius Rucker is he does a lot of good for our area. Of course, he grew up here, has a home here. Hootie and the Blowfish originated from here. And I know 3 of them still live here. Consider locals. Sorry about that. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I appreciate it. Hey, Honda's Switch. Glad you're here. So I was saying that I wanted to go outside and walk today, but I just wasn't able to do that. So I'm just doing this along my bed here. Excuse me. So it's really funny. The weather here in Charleston right now is really hit or miss this time of year. It's actually on the days that it's nice and sunny is usually because there's something brewing off the coast. It doesn't really get cold here during the fall. We're still in hurricane season until the end of the month. We really haven't been hit with anything for the past couple years that I can remember. I mean, we've had some heavy storms, but not really tropical storms. Tropical depressions or hurricane season is pretty mild this year. But there is one brewing out in the Atlantic, but it's still several days away, so we're just watching it to see if it will come our direction. So like Goose, I have been in a couple. We've had a couple. I've been here 15 years, and I've had a couple evacuation orders. The problem with the orders is once you leave, it's really, really hard to get back in. And as locals, you always listen to your local news. You don't want to listen to or take advice, I guess, from the national news, because they tend to put a lot of hype on it. Um, but I have been in, I've been in a couple that were maybe Cat 2s. Um, one of them didn't really hit us, but one of the, um, I don't know what they call it. It kind of, as it broke apart, it just kind of sprayed water on us, sort of like a water hose. And that's what they call the 100-year flood. And the whole state was flooding. It was, the hurricane just kind of wavered out, um, in the ocean, and then as one of the wind bands, I guess, pulled off, it just hit us, direct with water. That was pretty bad. But um, yeah, his son and his wife were stuck in St. Thomas in August due to a hurricane. Yeah, that's. Did they travel? Like, did they cruise or did they fly? Because most cruise ships, they have the navigation systems that they're able to go around the storms and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, St. Thomas and the islands, they tend to get pretty. Yeah, they tend to get pretty bad when they get hit with them. But then again, they get them more often that they're more equipped, I guess, to handle them. But it's scary if you have never been in one. I hope they were okay. And um, yeah, they had to stay an extra. Well, I guess if you have to stay somewhere for 3 days extra, I guess St. Thomas wouldn't be a bad place. I don't know. But yeah, I know it can be very scary. Um, and that's the thing, like when you evacuate and then they don't let you come back in. Like they'll reverse the roads. Like we have evacuation routes, and then they'll reverse the lanes so you can only go out. Nobody can come back in. So you're kind of at the mercy of when they open the roads back up. There's being that we're surrounded by water, you can't like take a back road to get to it. You have to. There's only usually only one or two ways in. Um, so yeah, if you leave, it's hard to get back in. So a lot of people, a lot of the locals, especially, just ride it out. Um, yeah, you can see, especially like in downtown Charleston. Sometimes it'll be on the news when we get a really really bad flood. They'll people be out there, like there'll be cars floating away, and people will be out there in canoes and stuff like that playing around, and it'll make national news. um, and because it is like the city's underwater, but in reality we're used to it because we know, um, you know not to park near the water, or move to higher ground if we're calling for flooding or whatever. um, but now we have a new governor, not new governor, I'm sorry, new mayor in downtown Charleston, that they'll close the roads when they're expecting floods or high tides, king tides, or something like that, and they will pump the water out. They actually have these pumps that they will set up around the city that will actually pump the water out. So, yeah, people don't realize how dangerous water can be if you're not used to that kind of, I don't know, pumping water out is dangerous as well. But if you're not used to the everyday occurrence or possibility of a flood of that magnitude, people just don't realize how fast water moves or how fast water can carry a car away. Um, and it can be very, very dangerous. Yep. But we do need the water to survive. I appreciate you being here. Sorry, my son just called.
We had an incident happen recently. Made me want to bring back our segment.
I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. Hopefully, tomorrow my son is off of work, so he can go with me. I want to go to the pier, to the waterfront, and take some video and hopefully see some dolphins playing or something. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Silly Goose, for coming in. I appreciate it. I'll be out probably in Truce later. I think he's got a live going on, so I'll be there. I appreciate you coming in. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get to walk out on the pier, the Shem Creek Pier. It's a long pier that in boat landing. I'm going to try to go out there and take some pictures and video, maybe do a live out there. So hopefully you guys will tune in for that for me tomorrow. That would be much appreciated. And I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I appreciate everybody being here, everybody hitting a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And go look for some more content that I put out. I know I just did a little short on some old wives' tales. And yeah, so as I think of more silly stuff to put out, I will try to do that. And I'm glad y'all are here. Again, thanks for coming. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys around. Bye for now.